welcome to another video. Today I will be filming a plan with me for the week of September the 17th, and as you can see here, things are changing a little bit. I have decided not to use, for right now, I'm trying to not use my B6 or my Pocket Traveler's Notebook because I was finding it hard to keep turning from one insert to another insert, and I realized that the more I tried to alter the Traveler's Notebook to fit what I needed, the more I was really just going back to what I was doing in my bullet journal. So I've brought back the Scribbles That Matter. I experimented with it this week and I really liked it. So this is the layout I started with. I really like this here with 2 rows of to-do lists and then a section for appointments. I think that this works really well for me. As you can see here, there was an attempt at time tracking that did not go anywhere. So next week I have tried something a little different. I also like this homework page layout because I can do homework for each class and my thesis for the first half of the week and the second half of the week. I split it like that because I have a lot of things due on Wednesday, and then the other half of the week I'm starting to work on things due the next Wednesday. That's just how my weeks are structured. So yeah, I split it in half. So looking ahead to next week, I've done a couple of things differently. I still have the same homework layout because that worked really well. At the top here, I have my weekly habit tracker, which I took out of my B6. And then I have a study tracker here instead of a general time tracker, just to mark how much time I'm spending in each class and whether I'm doing most of my time reading, writing, or something else. This is because in theory, the workload for each class should not be more than 10 hours. And so if I'm spending significantly more time than that or significantly less, I need to change something. Then I have my this week and next week list ready to go, to-do lists and appointment lists set up for next week. And then Sunday, and then right here, I didn't know what to do with this space. So for right now, it is a notes section, but we'll see. And then what I like about the bullet journal is that I can add random things. So I have over here a section for open applications. I finally started one application this week, and I'm really excited about that because I was dreading even starting the application, and now it's almost done. I have to write 500 words and finish editing my resume, but we'll get to that. As you can see here, I will be using the sticker kit from the August Simply Gilded box, which I have here. And because this is kind of a small kit, I have brought in some other things that I may use to supplement it. I have some rose gold foil headers from Sticker Bloom, and this kit I got in a grab bag from Planner Bell Press, and I figured that some of these glitter headers are would kind of match the Simply Gilded kit. And then I'm going to pull other things from here because I don't think I will ever use this kit in its entirety. I don't like these boxes with the weird cup. I don't really understand what that's supposed to be. So I'm just not feeling it. But there are other boxes that I like that I think I may use. This is a fun washi. That's nice washi. These checklists, some of these colors match the SG kit really well. Some of these little half boxes, functional things, headers, things like that, I think I can use. So I'll be picking things from that kit as necessary. And yeah, so what am I doing all this in? Well, I've switched to my recollections planner, which I thought I bought just for fun and experimentation. However, I think it can be really useful. I want to use it to move my weekly view into, and I actually have a book stand that I bought so that I can, in theory, prop it up on a corner of my desk. Because I put so much effort into using stickers in it, it will be decorative but also give me an outlook of my week at all times, plus while also decorating my desk. So that is what I hope to do, and so I'm just going to be experimenting with that. As you can see, I've started putting things in here. I'm using the monthly views really functionally, not really adding any decoration, just color coding things. And I have my color code back here and on an index card in this little pocket that comes at the back of the recollections planner. And this is the week I'm on. I did a little bit of pre-planning, but I will still need to make some stuff up. And yeah, I will also be bringing in the washi from the kit, which is here. I'm really not sure how to incorporate this blue bird one, because it doesn't seem to match to me, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, so we'll just go aside at a time and figure this out. I think I planned to layer these two washi's at the bottom, so I'm going to do that. And I didn't pull out my ruler, so now I have to search for it, and it is proving evasive. So I have my X-Acto knife, and yeah, I ran out of whiteout in another video, which honestly I'm not sad about because I hated that whiteout, and I bought some more whiteout, but it's not here yet, so hopefully these lines beneath this washi aren't too distracting. And so yeah, there's not too much going on this week. It's a fairly slow week. I just hope to be able to get a lot of work done. Yeah, I am just coming back from convocation. If you don't know what that is, it's a ceremony thing that colleges do. I don't know if other school levels do it, but it's a ceremony that like welcomes in the new school year as well as the new senior class. So I had to go get my cap and gown and wear it for the ceremony. So that was kind of fun. And yeah, it was kind of like a trial run of graduation. Getting that gown on, making sure it was ironed. Yeah. And it was just a ceremony where people gave speeches and like medals were awarded for various things. Yeah. And it was a good time. I'm glad I went. I almost didn't go, just because it meant like having to get up and go out. But like I said, I'm glad I went. This is my senior year. I will be like leaving the college and like not going back for a very long time, if ever. Just kind of depends on where I end up. So I want, and I won't ever be a student there again. So I want to take this opportunity to do as much as I can while I am there. So there is our bottom washi. Going to bring in the Simply Gilded kit. Yeah. Why? There we go. And I think for these, I will be layering these full boxes. And there are 4 of them, so I will alternate the day that I put them on. I mentioned in a previous video, I won't always do a full box on every day, but that's when I get into using larger kits. For right now, I am going to still use find a full box for every day, I think. And going to start from the top. So, oh, and I didn't do this time, but one thing to note is that, again, the line between the boxes is not exactly EC width, though the header is. It goes a little to either side, so centering the stickers is a little harder than it would be in an Erin Condren, but that's okay. And these aren't Erin Condren sized stickers, which I was not expecting. What? Can I peel them back up? Whew, okay. Going to have to come at this from a different angle. And probably layer over these. There we go. I think that will work. Over here, actually, we'll also bring in the full boxes from here that I like, which include this. And I don't like that this is colored in, so this is where I'm going to put like what would be a quote box, just so that rather than like at the top, so that I can cover up most of that colored space with like a big sticker. And then over here we're going to have another full box, and these are sized the same, so yeah. A little crooked, but nothing too bad. And I'm surprised I have these like just readily available. I forgot I had them until I was trying to think of what else I could put in to like complement the Simply Gilded kit. And then I remembered that I had those, and I was like, hey, that might be fun. So yeah. I had planned to use them for something else, which I'll still use them for, but I can also use them for this. And yup. And I am just going to kind of stagger these diagonally as best as I can. I wonder how far to the bottom I should go. I'll go all the way. No, I won't. Yeah. I will actually just try to make it have about as much space as that one. Just half, sort of. And I'm glad that these are like the same kind of rose gold. I know that like the rose gold Scribble Friends Co. uses is kind of, it's pinker, and these both have like a coppery kind of rose gold, which is nice. Yeah. And again, I've been pre-planning with these sticky notes, and I really like them because they're the same width, and so they aren't like overlapping each other. And so we'll see how this new system works. I am doing a ton of experimenting these days, mostly because, I don't know, why not? Yeah, so as far as the stickers go, the Simply Gilded ones are really thick. They're kind of like a almost cardstocky, but not really cardstocky kind of paper. And as for the Planner Bow Press stickers, those are on a matte sticker paper. And it's nice. It's a pretty plain matte. It's not like super life-changing, but it is also not bad. It's a nice matte. Wait a second. Oh, yeah. I forgot that I put one of these headers in the sidebar. So I was confused as to why I'd already gone through like a set of 7, even though I haven't gotten to Sunday. Okay. Wow, the crookedness got just exaggerated because the header was already crooked, and then I laid this down against the header because I thought, meh, it'll be fine. But no, I know it's not. Not if I can take it off. Is it possible? Oh yeah, okay. Going to go at it like this. There we go. Got that down. And for a lot of these days, I don't actually have very much going on. So we'll see how this shapes up. The last Simply Gilded box. And I like that she put an extra box up there this time. Because because it means that rather than have to have only 3, I can like divide the whole like sidebar 7 days like directly in half and alternate. Whereas before that was not really possible. Gonna do it, gonna get it down. Crooked. So crooked. But good enough, good enough. All right. So that's where we are. I'm also going to try to use her date covers. I hope they will cover the Simply the Recollections dates. I tried to test them out. They seemed like lined them up. They seemed like they might just very, very barely fit. So we'll see. No. Okay. So I'm going to use some of this tape to cover them completely. And X-Acto knife. And I'm actually impressed that I have so much like rose gold, because I was planning to use it exclusively in my pocket. I wanted my pocket planner to be just rose gold, but I'm not even using it anymore. So I have a lot of rose gold just hanging around. And I say that because I think I have some date dots that I got rose gold, and will eventually get date dots in other foils, because I think date dots are a relatively cheap way to get like a splash of something shiny in every spread, simply because you can get quite a few of them on a single sheet. Yeah, I think I like that. And I was going to try to do this like super fast because I thought I only had 20 minutes until I needed to go grocery shopping. But we're gonna take a later bus, so I can take a bit more time to do this. But again, not much. I got things to do. Things to do. Okay. I'm not really lining that up right. I'll try to do that a little better. Okay. There. I can hear my neighbor getting in. It's really weird because supposedly he is a professor at my college, which is just random, and I've never met him because he's a biology professor. and I have never taken a biology class in college, but apparently that's the case, and so it's really strange to hear him walk in. It's extra strange to see him like walking back from a workout because he's like shirtless, and it's very just like, oh, you're a professor. I should only see you in like a suit. But he's not my professor, so that makes it a little better. And if I sound rushed or tired, it is because it was so hot at convocation. It's hot, like the weather is hot. We were outside for a long time lining up, and then I had to go catch the bus to come back home. And then the air conditioner hasn't been in the room I'm in, it's in the bedroom still, so it's kind of warm in here. So I am tired and hot, and that's probably why I sound like it. Crookedness galore. Nope, nothing's getting moved. And I haven't used this washi tape for anything other than taking a swatch from my washi sample collection. So it's nice, I like it. And yesterday I finally bought some plain matte paper, so I don't have to use all my good, like, what's it called? Good, like, sticker shop, sticker paper. Okay, now what? I think I will do the sidebar first. So I'm going to work from the bottom up, because if I don't have enough stuff to like fill the sidebar, I kind of like the little note section. So we'll see how that goes. I want something that's half box-like to mark that I want to stay on campus late this week. My boyfriend and I are trying to spend a bit more time on campus, participate in a few more activities than we did last semester, just because it's the last year. And so might as well do it while we can. I should have layered that on something. But instead I will just kind of border it. And now I've managed to cover up that weird pink block that Recollections has going on. And I've been using the Simply Gilded pencil pouch for my mild liners, which I just got last week, and a few like sticky flags and things, and this pen, which I like, Tombow Furunosuke, the soft brush. I find the hard brush harder to work with, or at least I got very used to the soft brush first. And so we already know we want to stay late sometime this week. We just haven't decided what we'll do, if anything. Maybe we'll just hang out. But there's usually something to do every week. There's this really small theater near my campus that plays like independent films, and unfortunately they aren't really showing anything good this week, but that's something we would like usually do. Okay, so I wanted to mark that I want to stay late this week, and then I want to have my priorities outlined like I did with the week on 3 pages insert from Jasenia Printables, but I haven't quite decided how I want to mark that out. To take up a little more space, I will be using one of these. these. Should I turn it to 5? I'll turn it to 5. Again, just to kind of take up some space. Maybe I won't end up using all 5 spots. And then I want to use one of these headers. Important. And so this Recollections Planner is a trial run. I have it to play with. I'm going to see if this works for me. If I can actually manage to keep up with this for like the rest of the year, I will probably invest in an Erin Condren next year. And this was an 18-month planner, but I did tear out the last 6 months because it's going to get bulky with the stickers, and I want to be able to get a new planner when the next planner season like happens. So I wouldn't have used it anyway. Then I need to have a place for my weekly habits, which are somewhere. I think there are 4 of them. Let's find out. So this is where I've been carrying random things. Didn't use this week at all because I stopped dealing with P6. I have 4 right now. Yeah, okay. That sounds like a good amount. And do I want to use another box? Or do I not want to use another box? What space do I have? I could do 4 and remember maybe. Are these about the same size? That's a little smaller. I don't want to cover the 2018. Okay, I'm just going to... But I shouldn't. Okay. Cut this out. Some sort of straight edge. I did it. There we go. Not the cleanest cut, but good enough. And not the straightest, but also good enough. Then remember, will it fit? Just barely. That's good enough. Okay, wait, gotta straighten it out and then maybe also kind of tuck it down just a little bit. There. So that's a sidebar. I was afraid that I wouldn't have enough things to like use the sidebar for, but with like a decorative box, one like half box of something important that week, and then priorities and habits, it actually seems like it's going to work out with a note section to fall back on pretty much at any time. Okay, now I have things that are like timely, things that are due, other things that are happening this week. So I am going to use it today. Today header. These aren't even header sized. These are really big. But that's okay. And they aren't sized the same as the boxes. Do you see that? The boxes are a little narrower. Don't know what that's about. So I want to mark my 2 timely things, which is just my classes. somehow. Could use a flag. If I use a flag, I could use one of these flags. I think I will use one of these flags or a checklist just for today. But then what would I put under it? I also have things that are due in like charges. So maybe I'll put one checklist. Is it going to fit? Going to just kind of cut this off right here. Yeah, that looks fine. So today and oh shucks. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, actually, I'm going to use one of these little TV little things because Better Call Saul comes out with new episodes on Mondays and I always forget, and then we don't watch them for like almost another week. So I'm gonna put that instead of a header, and I will come back to this weird space and decide what I'm going to put down there. For this day, I only have 2 appointments, and so I'm going to use remember. And just fill this in with those appointments, which I will put on these little boxes, maybe. Or no, I'm gonna put them on these little checklist flags. That looks like it will be fun. Okay, so one appointment is going to be there. I'm going to bring in this little bow washi. To separate it. This is not easy. I meant to put like a line, but just didn't. Okay, so that's about half. Yeah, I'm just gonna let it span that whole side because I don't want to fight it. And so these are for my 2 like time sensitive activities, one up here, and I can put like all their information because there's like time, person, and place, like where the meeting's going to be. And then I can have a to-do list down here. Ah, it's getting stuck and I'm not ready for it to be stuck yet. And one of these things, do they fit in the whole box? Not really. So I'm just going to cut the top part off. Yeah. And so the places where I have to-do lists will kind of mimic and copy and just double plan the types of things I'll put in my bullet journal, but that's okay because honestly I need the time sensitive information to be in here no matter what. It helps me. Some weeks I have more going on than other weeks, so this is a slowish week. Okay, so I want a section here because I have class for things that are due today and then appointments and classes. So that's how I'm going to split this up. And I want a today finger up here, followed by the things that are going to be due, which I will, what do I have? I have a list of readings due that day, Latin homework, a response paper, enough to use in one of these long checklists, probably. And then cutting off the last one. And then classes? Yes, yep, classes. So that's today, and then remember, just classes. And oh hey, I have 2 meetings on Tuesday. I'm going to use these little meeting fingers. I wish I knew where my scissors were, but for some reason I don't. Because it would be easier to deal with these with scissors instead of the X-Acto knife. But it looks like I'm going to use the X-Acto knife. Because it's hard to keep anything straight. Maybe it's enough. Yeah, that's kind of not fantastic, but close enough. Need another one. That came out a little better. Today, remember, classes, 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 classes. I have 2 classes, and one is Latin, the other is called Cold War Technocultures. Okay, so I'm going to use these little icons and this washi. So once again, I'm going to try to make this somewhere in the middle. And as straight as possible. And have this. And cut. And then I will use this for my Latin class. And this for my Cold War Technocultures class. then on to Thursday. So that it is my mom's birthday and I have 2 classes. So I'm going to write important. Not write, just use. And I'm going to let her birthday take up like the whole block because why not? So I have some balloons, some washi. I think I'm just going to do some layering. Where did I put my big bow washi? Here we go. That kind of goes over lots of things. Nope, that's not my big bow washi. Here it is. So I'm going to stick it on here somehow. And I find that I don't like coppery rose gold as much as I like pink rose gold. Like the rose gold that Apple uses for their like rose gold devices. The rose gold that Scribble Prints Co. uses. That's like my favorite kind of rose gold. But this kind of rose gold is warming up. Like, it's warming, I'm warming up to it, I suppose. There we go. And I guess I need to actually have somewhere to write that it's her birthday. Which I can just do there, I guess. In the white space, and then there's also this bird. And then down here, classes. So another remember, because why not? What? Whatever. I don't know why sometimes I get it like right and sometimes it seems just super off. I'm also sorry if my head gets in the way right now, but I've got to focus. Nope, that's going down where it wants to go. Alright. So I have 2 things to be aware of. And I'm going to use the appointment type label thinker because it's kind of an appointment. It's getting crookeder and crookeder. Or like more off center. So there's that. Then there's like what the actual appointment is at 2 different times. I have class and there's like a meeting thing. So I will use this little coffee cup to mark my tutorial meeting. So my school offers tutorial style classes, which are just classes that have and lots of people can enroll in the course, but when you actually meet for class, only 2 people at a time meet with the professor and you talk about something that, whatever reading you've done for that week. And it's supposed to be like, a lot of people who've taken one really like one. I'm not too sure that I get along very well with the professor. But we'll see how that goes. Then I'm going to put something small to mark that there's like a meeting thing, because the author that we're reading is actually coming to our school to give a lecture. So I'll probably be expected to go to that. And I will use this little label with a light bulb, because to me the light bulb is going to mean like ideas, even though it's probably like a light bill, like the electricity bill. Okay, so once again I need to have my timely things up here and then other stuff down here. I don't know why I put this on top of a sticker. Remember. See, I feel like I lined these up in the same way, yet this one seems bigger than this one. What's up with that? I don't know. So I have Latin and I have to TA. So to mark all of that, I am going to have something. This is going to be for my Latin class. And then I want a large box to mark the TA session, because it takes up just the largest chunk of my day. It is so long. But I want to make sure that I don't have an awkward amount of white space. So I guess I'll try to just stick it in the middle. And then down here, I think it's payday, and I want to mark that I have a quiz. So I don't understand what pay schedule I'm on, because I started a job with our Office of Information Technology before the summer started, and I'm a TA, and I think I didn't expect to get paid until this Friday, but I think I got paid last Friday for my TA work. But I know that I haven't finished getting paid for all the work I did at the Office of Information Technology, but they paid me the week before last, or the week before this week, and we have like a alternating pay schedule, so I think they should pay me next week too, which is crazy. So I want to mark that, so I just know to like look for it and figure out what's going on. And there's not like a payday sticker. So I'm going to use this little money thing with the payday sticker on this sheet. I'm actually going to cover the like money bag thing, because I like this one better and I want that to be like the focus. So I have this thing that I built, and I need a today header. don't understand why that's coming up so short. And I'm going to layer this on this strip of washi. And then I have a quiz. Oh! And it's game night. Oh no. I want to mark that. Okay. Okay. I will use this teeny little flag heart thing to mark my quiz so that I can have plenty of room for game night, because game night it's fun. And my quiz isn't a big deal. Game night, game night, game night. I'm going to use this date night sticker because game night is our date night, as well as a computer like sticker. Get that over there. No, not a computer sticker, because we don't always have game night computers. Yesterday we played Overwatch for game night, but we don't do that every week. Oh, this little glass clinking glasses. Can I use both? And then I'll write like right under there game night, and right in there my quiz. Over here we go grocery shopping on Saturdays and on a walk. And I want to have space for a to-do list, so I'm going to put the stuff that we do in here, plus the weekend banner. I don't think this kit has a weekend banner, but it does have this cool vine that I want to use, as well as this kit has a weekend banner, but I don't like it. So I'm only going to use the vine, and across this header bit I'm going to have the 10mm bow washi. With these vines, and that's enough to signal, oh hey, stuff, the weekend, etc. As well as that we have to go grocery shopping. And take a walk. So there's that, and there's also this. Plus the walk. The walk. But for that, I think I'm going to use one of these little box things. Now I'm going to use this flag. This flag and a Foot Pop sticker because I like them. So there's that, and then up here, just a general list of things to do. Along with a checklist of some sort. I think is the way I want to go. One of these. Ooh. No, I'm gonna save it for this. Then over here, it's gym day, so workout sticker on top of some washi. We didn't do gym day last Sunday. I don't know why. We were both tired. It was the first Sunday after I started classes, and I was doing just a ton of work, and I got momentum going, and then just didn't. We never actually left to go to the gym. And then I think that I am going to write. Oh, right. I don't know why my default is to say I'm going to write something, because I probably won't actually be writing anything. I'm going to mark Sunday as planning time. Realistically, planning time is whenever I have time. Today it's on a Saturday. It may be on Sunday. I don't know. But convocation this week kind of messed up my rhythm, and I still have to go grocery shopping. So I figured I might as well take the time to plan right now, rather than get deep into an assignment and then have to stop. So, oh, it's not the best thing to layer on, but that's fine. There's that, and then a to-do list, I guess. Nope. Why? A to-do list and this. I want to use this to read thing because I think Sunday I'll have to do a ton of reading. So I want to be able to mark, what I'm reading that day. Plus a couple of other things, but only a couple. Because I think the reading is what's going to take up most of my time come Sunday. So just these little hearts to mark some other activity that I decide to do. And that's everything. So I'm going to go fill in stuff off camera and take off the sticky notes and then come back so that I can see like how it all came together, and we will be wrapping up. So I'll do that off camera and then I'll be back.